Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name's Chris and today we're going to go and explore the Loddiswell railway station. Hold tight. Our journey today is starting from Loddiswell Station. We're just leaving Avonmill Garden Centre, flying along the lane from Woodley down to the main road, which is the B3196 up to Loddiswell, and now we're flying back up the B3196 back up towards Sawley. The train line is tracking through this line of trees parallel to the B3196 below, just above Rake Farm here at the Orne Valley Meet, and we're coming round the corner now, and the train line is tracking through these trees, and just at this junction here the train track crosses the B3196, and the bridge is long gone now sadly, and it's now going through this tree line and approaching Sawley Tunnel, which is just down below, and Sawley Farm is just under the wing tip here, and the train is now going through the tunnel.
Leaving Sawley Tunnel, the train followed the River Avon toward the next station, Lodswell, situated in the lower valley. Opened on the 19th of December 1893, it was in fact nearer to the parish of Woodley, the village of Lodswell being a hard mile's walk away and mostly uphill. The platform was on a slight curve, and a regular feature in later years was the presence of camping coaches where enthusiasts could enjoy a railside holiday, courtesy of the GWR and later British Rail.
We bought it in 1971 and moved in 1973. We did most of the demolition. Myself, my ex-husband and a team of good friends did most of the demolition, which is in fact the hardest part, because we had to demolish some of the old parts to renew the building because of building regulations and planning law. The old place was so well built that knocking it down was a monumental task. So we did most of the demolition, and then a local builder rebuilt the parts which we wanted with skills which we couldn't sort of muster ourselves, and it took 2 years.
She explains what impelled her to buy the old derelict GWR building.
We were looking originally for a piece of land on which to build a house, and we saw this building and it seemed to be wanted to be looked after. It seemed that it wanted loving, and like any tourist we poked our nose in and had a look round and more or less fell in love with the place from that point onwards. At that time, the gentleman who owned it didn't want to sell it at all, so we asked him if he would take our name down on a list, and he said yes. He had a long list of up to 20 people, and he would consider it. A year later, when we'd already bought a house, we received a note through the door to say that a local estate agent was now selling Loddiswell Station. Were we interested? Of course we were, but by that time we were heavily committed. I went down to the estate agents to find the details, And it suddenly occurred to me that I had about £25 in my pocket, which was the housekeeping money for the week. So I tentatively gave him that as a deposit on Loddiswell Station, not wondering what we were going to do next. I then rang my father in the northeast of England, asked him if he'd loan me a considerable amount of money. Dad thought this was shocking that his daughter should ask for so much and thought I was in trouble with the police, until I explained that in fact I wanted to buy a house. The money came practically by return of post, and to the surprise of the estate agent, we were able to go down almost 2 days later and say yes, we had the money. And by virtue of me placing that instant deposit on the counter, we were considered as the first option buyers, and that's how we got Loddiswell Station.